Yeah.
Okay, hey guys, my name's Leo. When I make music, I go by Sirloin, and this is a tutorial about my track, which is a remix, a remix of the track "Clean Slate" by Toki Monsta and Gavin Trueck. So, basically, the first thing I want to show you is my resampler. After I got all my stems imported and color coded and labeled, what I did was I created my resampling track, which is a track that I always put at the top, and I label it resampler, and the audio input comes from resampling, right? You can select that right there. And what that means is that whatever's coming out of the master track will be coming into the input of this resampler track. So, like, let's say that I took my kick that I had gotten out of the drum stems, which you can hear. I don't really know if you can hear it. The I'm not very good with audio, and I don't know how to get the audio to come directly into your ears. So it's coming out of my laptop speakers, into my laptop mic, then into your ears. My bad. Anyway, I have this little kick. Maybe I don't like it so much, it doesn't have enough bass. So I, send it to my A return track on which I have Corpus, which is a super cool resonator effect that impersonates the body of a drum. So like it imagines that whatever sound you're running through it like was somehow generated by the hitting of a drum head, and then you can control the size and the material of the drum body and create some really cool tones. And you can usually get some really nice bass tones out of it if the original sound has a little bit of bass in it. So I took my little kicks that I got that were pretty light and didn't have much bass from the original song, and I ran them through Corpus, and then I solo the kick, and I have solo in place on here in the options, which in live means that when you have solo in place on and something is soloed, the audio that is being sent to the effects sends will still be heard in the master track, even though the effects sends themselves aren't soloed. So, it's handy. And you press solo there, and then you have your resampler armed, record, and then, play your kick. And then you can see I have now recorded my new version of the kick, which is way bassier, and you can't hear that, but it's coming through the corpus. I hope that this is at all interesting without you being able to really hear stuff. The next thing that I did was I took my vocals, and the vocals, there were two layers. There were the background vocals and the main vocals, and they both did the exact same things in basically the same timing. They said the same words, but the background vocals I think were a little bit more effects heavy and they were softer. So I was just looking to change up the sound a little bit, and what I decided to do was I threw a vocoder on the main vocals, and I made the carrier of that vocoder the background vocals, and then I labeled those background vocals vocoder vox. And then throughout the song, as I do the different like vocal repetition sections, I vary the dry and wet of that vocoder on the main vocals. And what it does is it sort of gives you a nice like chorusy sort of reverby effect that I thought was pretty cool. And of course, like, you can tweak it a lot because in all the settings of the vocoder. And I just think it's nice when you're doing like a lot of vocal stutters to slightly vary with some effect or the timing or something, slightly the vocal variation. That way it sort of doesn't get too old or don't, whatever. And other than that, basically, all I can say is that I just did a lot of resampling. That's what I like to do because it makes you commit to a sound, and it makes you move on with your life, and it's also a really great way to get nice, punchy, clean sounding sounds, and to limit yourself in a constructive manner, which is something I really try to do. Basically, all these sounds were created that way from the stems. The snare and the hi-hats I actually recorded at a farm. The snare is a cow eating some grass, and just a crunch that happened when I was recording that. And then the hi-hats are like me throwing some hay around in a hayloft. So that's some nifty trivia for you. Not like that makes it better music, but it is fun to say. I guess that's the only reason that I do it. Thanks for watching the tutorial. I hope it helped you in some way and wasn't too lame. And yeah, have a freaking great day. Keep making the dope music that I'm sure you are making. Peace.